Polybius. We need information. This game had a very limited release. 1 or 2 backwater arcades in a suburb of Portland. The history of this game is cloudy. There were all kinds of strange stories about how kids who played it got amnesia afterwards, couldn't remember their name or where they lived, etc. The bizarre rumors about this game are that it was supposedly developed by some kind of weird military tech offshoot group, used some kind of proprietary behavior modification algorithms developed for the CIA or something. Kids who played it woke up at night screaming, having horrible nightmares. According to an operator who ran an arcade with one of these games, guys in black coats would come to collect records from the machines. They're not interested in quarters or anything. They just collected information about how the game was played. The game was weird looking, kind of abstract, fast action with some puzzle elements. The kids who played it stopped playing games entirely. One of them became a big anti-video game crusader or something. We've contacted one person who met him, and he claims the machines disappeared after a month or so, and no one ever heard about them again. Polybius. The supposed cause for nightmares, night terrors, hallucinations, and much more. What is it? Welcome back to Insomnia Fuel. Please remember to give this video a like, and please share around. Polybius was an arcade game in the 1980s that caused many issues amongst its mostly teen players, or at least, supposedly. It seemed to have a very limited release in Portland, Oregon. According to some, the first known mention of Polybius was on Usenet in 1994, or even earlier through word of mouth, but there's no evidence of this. In fact, the very first known mention of the game was in February of 2000 on the website coinop.org. According to this post, the game was first registered for copyright in 1981, but further investigation reveals that this registration does not exist. Contrary to this, though, it seems as though the OP on coinop.org has come across a file from the game, one that states, copyright 1981, Sinnesloschen. Here's what we find on CoinOp. Here's what we've found so far. Found English strings, insert coin, and press 1 player start, and only. Looks like a 1 or 2 player game. Text in the game says, copyright 1981, Sinnesloschen. Maybe a German company? If anyone has heard any additional information about this game, we'd appreciate hearing about it. Sinnesloschen seems to be the company that made the game. A German compound word that seems to be something that someone who doesn't speak German would make up. It has no real meaning in the language, nor does it make any sense. So, what is the game exactly? It is actually unknown what exactly the game was. No one has ever said anything about the gameplay. What has been talked about, though, are the effects the gameplay had on people. The gameplay was extremely addicting. Huge lines would form of kids wanting to play the game. Supposedly, it caused amnesia, insomnia, night terrors, and hallucinations. It seemed as though this was on purpose. Some people say that it was a game made by a government agency to test the effects on the public. It is said that Men in Black would come to clear the system's caches in order to always have new high-score players. This would keep players wanting to come back to climb the ranks again, contributing to its already addicting nature. This led people to believe that the government was using this game to send subliminal messages to the players. Some people believe all of this to be a hoax, even just the idea of a game called Polybius. But something interesting came about in 2003. Sometime prior to September 2003, Kurt Kohler, the owner of coinop.org, submitted a message to the video game magazine GamePro about Polybius. Polybius then appeared in the September 2003 issue of GamePro as part of a feature story on video games called Secrets and Lies. This is the first known printed mention of the game, exposing the legend to a mass-market audience. The article declared the existence of the game to be inconclusive, helping to both spark curiosity and spread the story. Following the appearance in GamePro Magazine, a number of people claimed to have some kind of involvement with Polybius. In 2006, a man named Stephen Roach claimed he had been one of its original programmers, and that his company developed a game with very intense and cutting-edge graphics. However, according to Roach, a boy experienced an epileptic seizure while playing, and the cabinets were withdrawn by the company in a panic. Soon, this was posted on CoinOp. Quick update. We just wanted to go on record here that Stephen Roach is full of himself and knows nothing about this game. We have it on good authority. No, Polybius is not a Tempest prototype. No, Polybius is not a vector game. Does the title screen look vector? No, it does not. We've recently received some new information about the game. Today, May 16th, 2009. And yes, one of us is flying to the Kiev, Ukraine area tomorrow. And yes, the trip is related to this information. Stay tuned. Nothing was ever heard of it again. We have not heard anything since. Polybius will go down as one of the weirdest game mysteries. Something that gamers will always want to know about, knowing what the government did during that time period. I wouldn't be surprised if one day all of this did turn out to be true. Until then, we simply just have no way of knowing. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far and liked the video, please remember to leave a like and share around. This is Insomnia Fuel, and I'll see all of you in the next one.